Alright, hey everyone. Okay, so it feels like I haven't done one of these for a very long time, and yes, it has been a very long time since I've been able to say, here is my look at the goodie bags and the swag that I got from Summer of Sonic, because there hasn't been one for a long time. So yes, as before, I was staff on the event, so I figured I'd just show you what I got in my goodie bag and some of the other stuff I was lucky to get picked up. Okay, so I guess we should start with the goodie bag itself, and I think this was like the last ones that they gave out. It's a tote bag, and we've got the Summer of Sonic logo printed on here, and of course 2016 is now added onto this. So let's take a look what's inside. Okay, and obviously Summer of Sonic was a bit different this year because you got a lot of backer gifts. It was kickstarted, so it was a big Kickstarter event, and depending on what you pledged and what you backed, it depended on what you got with it. So of course I backed enough to get t-shirts, and here is that t-shirt. It's actually really good. I really like it. We've got the Summer of Sonic 2016 logo on the front, but on the back we've got we can just show it there, the Sonic 25th anniversary logo. And I know that some people out there might be thinking, well, it's not an official piece of merch. Oh, that's where you're wrong. Because this particular piece of merch, this t-shirt, went to Sega of Japan for their approval. So yes, it is actually an official piece of merchandise, and that is something which hasn't happened before, I don't think. So yeah, not too bad. And oh yeah, before anybody wonders, oh wait, they're two different. Okay, I remember these now. Yeah, so there's a little flyer advert here for Sonic the Comic Online, and yeah, it's just a little flyer. I don't really read this as much as I probably should do. I should really get back into it at some point. But yeah, it's a pretty cool fan comic that's still going. And yeah, we also got these little mini poster mags, because Sonic the Comic Online used to do poster mags, and they were pretty cool, but they were very rare. So yeah, looks like I finally got myself a complete collection at last. And if you're wondering, yeah, I did spend a long time the day before folding all these, me and a small team, and it took a long time. I actually think this might be the test one that I did, because we couldn't figure out originally how you actually folded them, so this might be the test one, because it looks like it's been folded a couple of times. I do think I've got a proper one lying around somewhere, so this might be my test one that I did. But yeah, it's a nice little thing to get. Pretty cool little extra. Okay, what else have we got in here? Oh, my wristband! Yeah, these were being handed out as like a security thing, so everybody sort of knew who was allowed in and who wasn't. Yeah, it says Summer of Sonic 2016 on there, and there's a little Sonic head there. Let's bring that close so you can see it. See that? Yeah, nice little thing to get. Much better than paper ones. And oh yeah, this is another one of the poster mags. This one's actually rolled up. So yeah, it was slightly bished and bashed. Like I said, on the day we were sort of figuring out what is actually the best way to give these out, and there was one suggestion, well, can we roll it up, will that work? But no, it didn't work as well, so that's why we folded them up. But yeah, that's one of the poster mags just rolled up. It didn't work very well because we quickly realised that if we did roll them up and put them in, aside from the fact it wouldn't look very much like a comic, eventually they would sort of build up and just sort of crush and get damaged that way. And oh, here we go. 5 out of 10 thought beyond play. It's a digital magazine, and you can actually get a free issue. I'll tell you what, this is a universal code, so if you fancy a free magazine to read, go to 5out10magazine.com and enter the code Summer of Sonic, and you get your free issue. It's a universal code, so yeah, feel free to share that around, I guess. What else we got in here? Oh yeah, I have so many of these. We got a flyer from Drop Dead. Yeah, I have so many of these because you seem to get them every time you buy something from Drop Dead. Actually reminds me, I mentioned it in my tour video, I actually have a bunch of clothes from Drop Dead. I'm waiting on something else to come, and probably when that comes I'll do a little video on that, because I really do like the stuff that was with it. But anyway, Drop Dead flyer. And aha, here we go. Okay. Yeah, this was one I actually got with my goodie bag. As you can, I'll bring the others as well so you can sort of see. We did a couple of tests to see how it was best done. This was like our initial test that we did. We wanted to see how could you fold them up, because when we got them, they were all literally laid like this, and it was a question, how do we actually accurately fold this? So we took one and we tried folding it up, and then there was a suggestion, well, that's cool, but obviously if people want to actually use this as a poster, it's going to be, it's going to have like fold marks in it. So that's when it was suggested, well, we could try rolling one up and see what happens. But aside from the fact it doesn't look anything like the actual poster mag comic books do, eventually when you get a lot of them stacked on top of each other, it starts to crush. So yeah, it wasn't that great a suggestion, so that's why we went to this, and everybody got one of these. So yeah, this is an actual properly folded one. You can tell it's been folded a lot neater and a lot nicer, and it's in the correct, way as well. I don't think that one was folded up back properly. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It does actually remind me a lot of the old Sonic the Comic poster mag, so that's really cool. That's a really awesome thing to get. Alright, let's take a look at what else is in here. And okay, yeah, this was in the goodie bag as well. It was just the event program. And we've got a little intro from the two main organisers here. We've got the schedule. Oh look, it's mine! Yeah, it's my bit. Yay! Yeah, fun fact with this one. We were actually overrunning by quite a long way early on. We started a little bit later and stuff just getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. And I think we actually got started at about 12:30, which is when we were due to finish. And about 2 minutes before I was due to go on, people came up to me and said, hey, I hate to do this, but we need to cut Buzz Bombers down by a lot. Is there any way you can cut it down by about 50%? And I sort of gasped at that and said, I'm gonna have to cut out the celebrity rounds, which is why in this year's Buzz Bombers, if you look, we've got celebrity guests on, but they're a little bit underused because they were gonna get quizzed and questions, so I cut that out. I cut out a lot of jokes and their little puns and stuff that I was gonna do, so yeah, that kind of happened. That's why this year's Buzz Bombers, I sort of look a little bit more stressed than normal, and I'm sort of thinking, oh god, let's quickly get on with it, and why my intro to it is so short this year. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, let's take a look at that. Oh yeah, we've got the special guests in here as well. Yeah, quite a lot of guests this year. I think this is probably the most you've ever had, and a lot of new guests as well, which is really cool. Like Deborah Tate and Richard Burton, they've never been before. It was great to see them here, and great to see Richard Elson at a Summer of Sonic as well. He apparently really enjoyed himself on the day. I wish I got more chance to talk with Nigel and Ferran, and also Duncan as well, for that matter. I've met these guys at a lot of things now, and they sort of recognise me. Ferran remembers me a lot, and he usually gives me a hug every time he sees me. Yeah, I didn't really get a chance to chat with them very much at all. I got to meet Mr. Izuka and Yuji Naka. I got to meet Mike Pollock on quite a few occasions as well. I really wish I got more chance to talk to Tyson. Unfortunately, being staff on the day was very difficult. And finally, myself and Johnny got to have a photo together. We'd done Buzz Bombers every now and again, and he always recognises me. He usually forgets my name, but he recognises me a lot, and he usually comes running over and sort of gives me a high five and handshake, and we usually have a lot of fun together. So yeah, that's quite cool. Yeah, because we only see each other like I've only met him like once every 2 years or so now, and the last time I saw him was at the last Summer of Sonic. So yeah, the fact that he recognised me and sort of came running over and was like, "Dude, God, how you doing? It's been so long," you know. And he actually did ask me. He asked me how I was doing. He said that I was looking well, and that he really enjoys doing Buzz Bombers with me. So that was really, really cool. Yeah, I really like Johnny just for the fact that he does genuinely remember people. Even if he doesn't remember them by name, he'll come over and ask you how you're doing. That's really cool. And Hard Light Studios were there. Yeah, I've not met them before. I wish I got to talk to them a bit more. But yeah, that's thank you for supporting Summer of Sonic. And Oh yeah, we got the map here as well. I like that. It's quite like nice little thing. Yeah, and Sonic Mania was there. Yes, I did get to play it. I completely forgot about Sonic Boom Fire and Ice. I completely forgot that was there. But yeah, I didn't really get a chance to play much games anyway at this one. So yeah, that's one thing you get in there. And the next thing you get in your goodie bag is a Sonic Generations redemption code. It's for Steam. I would show it right now, but unfortunately I'm not entirely sure if I own this on Steam or not, and I really want to own this game. For some reason I think I do own it, but yeah, I don't want to risk that just yet. Plus I might just sort of randomly give it away at some point later. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that just yet. But yeah, if I've got it, I'm going to redeem it because I really want to play it, and I really want to play it on a decent PC, so yeah, I'm going to keep that for now. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Everybody got Sonic Generations free game. That's really nice. Okay, that's everything I got that was in the goodie bag. So everybody who came, well, with the exception of the T-shirts, you had to actually pledge to get one of those. That's what was in pretty much every single goodie bag. So let's take a look at some of the other stuff I got given, or that I managed to get because I was very, very fortunate. So I met up with the Sonic show, and I completely forgot they were doing these. They sort of mentioned that they were going to be giving out pin badges, and I totally forgot until after the event that they had pin badges out. Because one of them said, one of the guys from it said, "Oh, I've still got all these pin badges, what am I going to do with them?" And my ears sort of pricked up then, and I said, "Pin badges? I'll take them." Did anybody else see that moth just flying to shot there, or was it slightly out? I just saw it. Anyway, yeah, I managed to get some pin badges, and I really, really like these. They're really cool. Go away, moth. Okay, yeah, I really like these. I thought it was really nice of them just to give out some pin badges for free to anybody that would ask. So yeah, that's those. And what else is in there? Oh, there's something else in here, but I think I might save that for a little bit later. Yeah, I'm going to save that to the last, I think. Alright, let's move the tote bag over there. Okay, I'm guessing now we're moving on to stuff I got signed. So, okay, here's my History of Sonic book. This was actually a gift to me from my girlfriend, and I'm very lucky with it because it's number 300 out of 1000. That's quite a good number to get, so I'm very lucky. Okay, the night before Summer of Sonic, I went to this pub that was nearby called The Goose, and when I was in there, there was actually a lot of people there that were going to be going to Summer of Sonic, just hanging around. A lot of the Sonic the Comic guys were there. And also somebody who was there, who I'd heard was coming along, but I wasn't 100% sure if they were actually going to turn up or not, was Sumo Digital. Now, they were just there as guests, you know, they weren't there for any secret meetings. They literally saw the Kickstarter, and because they're such awesome guys, most of them said, yeah, let's back it and let's go as a little company day out. So a lot of the developers, including some of the developers who aren't even working at Sumo anymore, all agreed to meet up and just go to Summer of Sonic just for fun. And they did. And Steve Lysett, the executive producer of the game, was in the pub, and he was jokingly saying, if you buy me a drink, I will sign whatever you want. But he eventually agreed to to just sign anything. And there was like this long-running joke that we've had. Basically, when I very first met the guy, I said to him, I've got a suggestion for your game, and it's not a character or a track, and he was quite interested because everybody was suggesting him that, and he said he couldn't take them on mode. So I suggested, how about 1970s trousers mode, which is literally, after you beat the game, you unlock 70s trousers for all the characters just to wear, and it was just a bit of fun, and it was a long-running joke with him for a while. So he sort of fires it back at me now, and he's sort of written here 1980s trousers mode, I think. I'm not sure what that, I can't make out what that says, but yeah, and he's signed it here as well, so that was really nice of him. And at previous Summer of Sonics, this is coming back now. Yeah, I got this was not at this one, this was at the 2013 one. I got Takashi Iizuka to sign it. I believe, oh, if I can sort of move this properly. That's Hoshino's signature, the guy who came up with Metal Sonic and Amy. And at this year's, I managed to get Johnny Gioeli to sign it. And I believe that's I can never pronounce his name correctly, I apologise. Jun Sanu's signature, or is it Sanui? I can never pronounce his surname, I'm not sure how you do it. So yeah, that's Jun's signature there. And I also managed to get Mike Pollock to sign down here as well. The one I did really miss a trick though, and I'll explain what that is later. What I want to do with this now, I've decided I want to try and make this like an autograph book. Get as many people who are involved with Sonic in some way to just sign it. I don't care what it looks like, I just want signatures everywhere. But unfortunately, because I was so busy, I did not have any chance at all to get any of the Sonic the Comic guys to sign this. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting new project. But anyway, I got a couple more signatures for that. And you might be thinking, wait a minute, Yuji Naka was there. Why didn't you get him to sign it? Well, there's a very good reason for that, and we're going to get onto that in just a moment. But for now, let's take a look at some of the other stuff that we got. Okay, this is very special to me. This is my staff badge. Yeah, it's laminated, and it came from awesomemerch.com because we had them specially made. Yeah, this is something that I'm going to treasure and I'm never going to get rid of. Really cool. Alright, what else did I get? Oh, there's this as well, and I had to laugh because I got given this as a thank you for all my work on the day. I had a choice between this or a little a special bag, but I decided to pick this one because I really wanted it and I really liked it. And I just like the fact it says adult collectible, not intended to be used by children, and it's in like this really small box, so I was like, what is this? But fortunately, I laughed because I thought, yeah, I better know what some people are going to jump to. Look at the size of this thing. And the fact it's in a small box. But if you actually open it up, it is, on one side we've got a Sega Genesis, and on the other side it's Sonic 25th Anniversary. What is it though? Well, you probably know what it is. It's a USB. So yeah, it's a 2GB USB, and I believe there is some music on here from Sonic Mania. I haven't listened to it yet, and I haven't actually checked what's on there properly, but I believe there's one music track at the moment, and that's from Sonic Mania. But I really wanted this, and I was quite happy to get one. It was a really, really nice thank you for all the work that we'd done. So yeah, that's that. So I'm just going to put that over there, and oh, I suppose I should show this. This is a poster I got. Hardlight were handing these out for free. They had tons of these by the end of the day, and they were practically just giving them away in handfuls. But I asked them if they would be so kind enough to sign it, and they agreed to do that. I really like this poster. It is really nice. Yeah, it's really cool actually. It doesn't look like it should be for Sonic Dash though, does it? It looks sort of like it could be a really cool Sonic Generations poster in a weird way, but I really like it, and the fact they all signed it was really nice of them. Alright, what else we got? Okay. So next up we've got some artwork here, and Richard Elson was there, and he's one of my favourite artists. I've got a lot of respect for him, and I think he's got quite a, well, I'd like to think some respect for me as well. Yeah, basically I'd done this little project with Richard Elson recently, which was to scan, well, me and my partner scanned all the old Sonic the Hedgehog Sunday strips, so they're up all online now to view, and that's never happened before. And he was selling some strips, and I really wanted this one. My favourite character is probably Metal Sonic, and I really liked this comic strip from Sonic the Comic when it first came out, and the fact that he had these 2 pages left, I was like, I've so got to get those. I've just got to get them. And yeah, not brilliant appearances of Metal Sonic in this, but I do like it. I just think it's a really awesome and chilling thing. And I remember reading this as a kid, and I was like, oh my god, what's happened to Sonic? And it's like, oh wait, it's a robot. Yeah, quite a good fake out. But yeah, it's really cool. I really like this. Really like these pages. So yeah, that's that. I don't think there's anything on the back. No, just some tells you what issue number they're from, but nothing too exciting. Okay, let's put them over there. And oh yeah, here's something. Actually, I'll just grab the other one whilst I'm here. So like I said, Tyson Hess was there, and you might know him from Boxer Hockey Sonic, and also he now works at Archie Comics. He was there, and he was doing some signed prints as well. So this is from the Mega Drive comic, and he was kind enough to sign it for me. And I also picked this up because I thought this was really cool. It was like it's obviously going to be a one-off thing, and he signed it again as well. And then there was this one, and this one sold out almost instantly. This is damn cool. I really like this. This is just so cool. Yeah, and again, it's signed by him. I think he's probably going to make some more of these because he was amazed at how quickly they sold out. These sold out instantly, and I was really lucky to get one. I really like this print. It's really cool. Okay, and I've got another art print over here. So you might know an artist by the name of Duncan. I think his surname's Duncan Gutteridge. I need to double check that. So Duncan was there, and he's done a bunch of artworks in the past. Like, he was big in the 90s. Like, he did loads of artwork. So he decided to do one for Sonic's 25th, and he decided to try and do it in the style of his 90s self, and he came up with this. And I tweeted this on the Sonic Stadium Twitter account, and it just exploded. It was just amazing. So many people were retweeting it. So many people liked it. It was crazy how quickly this went. But I think this is awesome. I just love the fact he's taken the Sonic 2 design and he's just gone with it, and it's really cool. Yeah, these were in very limited supply as well, and he signed it down there for me, which is really awesome. But yeah, I love this one. I think this is great, and I love the fact the inclusion of the Badnik taking a piece of cake as well. I think that's great. Alright, okay, here's another thing I got. So we got a copy of Sonic Mega Drive #1, and I've been after this comic for ages. It's sold out everywhere, but I couldn't believe that Tyson actually had a bunch with him, and he also signed it as well. If you can find this, pick it up. It is one of the best comics I've read for a long time. I'm not really that big a fan of Archie Comics, but I will say this is fantastic. This is probably the best Sonic comic I've read for years. Alright then, so what's show next? Oh yeah. So staying on the subject of Sumo Digital a little while longer, I did have a feeling that some of them would be there, and I managed to get them to sign. Well, I got Sol to sign this. I forgot actually Tim Spencer has already signed this, but yeah. Sol sort of wrote Tim, tisk, tisk, just because Tim had signed it in a really, well, just a little biro, and Sol laughed at that. But yeah, Steve Lysett signed this for me. And he actually laughed because somebody handed him a copy of the 3DS version of the game, and he said, oh, that's the first person to send me that. The only thing I'm waiting for now is someone to give me a Vita version. And I instantly said, well, that wait is over. Because I asked him to sign my copy of the Vita game, and he's even put first Vita signing ever on it. And I really like the Vita. It's my favourite handheld system, and it's probably one of my favourite systems at the minute. So yeah, of course I wanted to get this signed. Why didn't I get it signed on the cover? Well, it's quite shiny and reflective, and was a little bit concerned it would just sort of ruin the artwork. So yeah, we've got that. Alright, what else is there? Oh yeah. So I took this in the hope of getting a couple more signatures, and yeah, I think it's safe to say that I managed to succeed with that. So who have we got on here now? Well, originally it was signed by Mr. Izuka, but now I managed to get Mike Pollock to sign it as well, Dr. Eggman, and oh gosh, whose signature is that? I think that's Johnny's. It's either Johnny's or Jun. I can't honestly remember, and I don't recognise it at the minute. Yeah, I need to double check that. I'm pretty sure it's John's signature. Yeah, yeah, it's John's. Yeah, definitely John's. Okay, so there's that. And let's see what else we got. Okay, I'm a bit torn with what to show next, so I'll probably show this. You can probably see all my stuff just sort of falling over there. So this is why Yuji Naka hasn't signed anything so far. I basically wanted something very, very different. So I looked through all my stuff and I was thinking, oh, what should I get signed? What should I get signed? And then I remembered I had this. And this is my very rare Sonic Team pin gift set, which they gave out to a couple of employees. And it says on it, thank you for your support, past, present and future. So when it was my turn to see Yuji Naka, I sort of very tentatively handed him this. And he takes it from my hand, and he's looking at it, and all of a sudden a smile comes across his face. It's like this huge beaming smile. And I really wish I could speak Japanese, because he said something to Mr. Izuka. And Mr. Izuka came running over, and he looked at it, and he sort of made a noise of, oh, and pointed, and they both seemed really happy to see it. And Yuji Naka opened it up, and he signed it. And he sort of he didn't really know where to sign it at first, but he just sort of wrote all the way over here. And it was at that moment I was like, yeah, I've made the right choice with this. And then I sort of met Mr. Izuka and I thought, I've got to get him to sign this as well. I can't get him to sign anything else. So I handed this to him and Mr. Izuka signed it as well. And Izuka actually speaks quite good English. So he looks me straight in the eye after he signs it. He gently blows on it as well to make sure the ink doesn't run. He closes it up and he hands it back to me. And he looks me straight in the eye and he says, "Thank you for your support in the past, the present, and the future." And I really didn't know what to say at that, because I could tell he wasn't just reading it back to me. You know, he was actually thanking me for all the work I'd done on the day and basically for supporting Sega and just thanking me for basically being a fan and helping out and helping all these people have a really nice day. And I sort of said, "You're welcome and thank you too." And he sort of nodded to me and then I sort of nodded back and then we sort of just parted, and it was a really nice moment. So I'm really glad I decided to get this signed. It was something very different. I don't think anybody else has anything like this signed, so yeah, I was quite happy with that. And the final thing, I decided to pledge a little more so I could get one of these. This is one of the 25th anniversary commemorative coins, and first of all, this thing is a lot bigger than you think it is. Oh, it's fallen out. Oh no. Yeah, it was sort of placed, it was wedged in there when I got it, but I've obviously not put it back correctly. Yeah, check this out. This thing is huge. So it says 1991 to 2016, 25th anniversary, and there's Sonic there. And it's got the 25th anniversary logo on the back, and it's number 1418. That's really cool. I really like this. It's also huge. I was shocked when I saw how big this was, because I thought, right, it doesn't. Every picture I've seen of it, it makes it look like it's no different than a just random currency that's in your pocket. But yeah, this thing's huge, and it's got quite a bit of weight to it as well. There's a helicopter flying overhead. And we'll put that in there. So yeah, that was my adventure at this year's Summer of Sonic. I don't really know what else I can say on this other than I had a really good time again this year. I hope it'll come back again soon. I can't really comment on that right now, but yeah, I really do hope it does come back, and I would love to be a part of it again sometime. And thank you for being a part of this video. Thank you for watching, and if you stuck to the end, yay, well done. So yeah, thanks to everybody who helped out make all this possible. Thanks to everybody that recognised me again. That's my stuff falling down. And I guess thank you as well for continuing watching and supporting the channel. Like the video if you liked it. Leave a comment if you like. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and hope to see you again next time. Goodbye.